Chosen one, listen carefully. Marvel just called you a hero. Not because of a costume, not because of powers drawn from fiction, but because heaven already scripted your story as the greatest saga of all time. While the world points to Iron Man, Captain America, or Spider-Man, heaven points to you. Your name has been whispered in the courts of eternity long before any movie screen lit up. The Spirit of the Lord declares, who through faith conquered kingdoms, administered justice, and gained what was promised, who shut the mouths of lions, quenched the fury of flames, and escaped the edge of the sword, whose weakness was turned to strength. Hebrews 11 verses 33 to 34. This is not entertainment. This is divine evidence. You have been marked, not by directors or screenwriters, but by the author of time himself. The call is not symbolic, it is literal. Your story carries a weight so great that the echoes of it found their way into cinema, into comics, into the imagination of an entire generation. Marvel gave the world fictional heroes to inspire courage. But the reason those stories resonate is because of the truth already written inside you. You are living proof that courage is not confined to fantasy. Heaven's pen has always described you as more than flesh, more than ordinary, more than mortal. Chosen one, this is your prophecy. You are not just watching stories of heroes, you are stepping into the role heaven has already prepared. The stage is set, the world is waiting, and the heavens are declaring your rise. Picture it, chosen one, the comic pages flipping with speed, panels glowing in vivid color, movie screens lighting up faces in darkened theaters, crowds gasping in awe as a hero rises to face impossible odds. The soundtrack swells, the camera lingers, and the world leans forward, desperate to see what happens next. But in this vision, the spotlight doesn't fall on Iron Man, Spider-Man, or Captain America. It falls on you. Yes, you. The very air seems to shift when you step onto the scene. Not because of Hollywood effects or CGI illusions, but because heaven placed a fire within you that no studio could replicate. The same presence that made Moses part seas, that made David face giants, that made Esther save a nation, that presence is now alive in your spirit. You are heaven's headline. Imagine the roar of a stadium, the applause of millions, the rush of destiny surging through your veins. But the narrative isn't scripted by actors or written by producers. It's etched in eternity. Your life is the saga that inspired the shadows on the screen. Every hero the world ever created was just an echo, a faint reflection of the divine prophecy already written about you. Think of it, when the crowd cheers for heroes, something deep within you stirs. That's not coincidence. It's recognition. Your spirit resonates with those stories because your soul remembers, you were chosen for a saga far greater than fiction. The light you carry is not a metaphor, it is evidence. The strength inside you is not fantasy, it is truth. Stay with me, because in a moment, I will reveal why your story is greater than every blockbuster combined, and why the world has only begun to glimpse the prophecy heaven has declared over you. Chosen one, let's anchor this vision, not in movies, not in Marvel, but in the unshakable Word of God. Because what the world has portrayed through fiction, heaven declared through truth. I said, you are God's, you are all children of the Most High. Psalm 82 verse 6. In all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. Romans 8 verse 37. Do you see it? The word is clear, you are not ordinary. You were never created for smallness, weakness, or defeat. Heaven calls you a child of the Most High. Heaven calls you more than a conqueror. Heroes in stories wear armor, capes, and masks, but you carry something far greater, the Spirit of the living God. That is why you conquer, not through fantasy, but through faith. The battles you fight are not special effects. They are real. They are spiritual. And yet you overcome, not because of human strength, but because divine strength flows through you. Heroes in films save cities, chosen ones of God transform nations. Heroes on screens rescue characters, chosen ones of God heal souls. Can you see the difference? Your calling is higher. Your story is deeper. Your impact is eternal. This is why the world is drawn to you. They don't even know why, but your presence shifts atmospheres. When you walk into a room, the unseen realm recognizes you. You are marked. You are chosen. You are already carrying what no costume, no script, no movie could ever replicate. But listen, heaven's heroes are not hidden. They are rising, and heaven is calling for the first wave of chosen ones to boldly take their place. That is why this moment matters. You are being invited to step into your divine role, not tomorrow, not someday, now. Call to action. If you are ready to walk as one of the first chosen ones, those heaven calls heroes, then take the step today. Click the join button below. This isn't just a subscription. This is your declaration. I accept my role in this divine story. By joining, you are planting your feet in destiny. You are saying, I refuse to live small. I refuse to hide. I embrace the truth that I am heaven's hero. And as you do, you'll feel something stir within you, because heaven always responds when faith becomes action. Chosen one, the world has enough spectators. Heaven is calling you to stand as a participant, a forerunner, a hero. The only question is, will you answer? Chosen one, your very body carries the aura of a hero. You may not wear a cape, you may not carry a shield, but heaven has written its own costume onto your frame. Look closely, the glow in your skin, the fire in your eyes, the strength in your stance, they are not accidents. They are divine signatures, physical confirmations of a heavenly script. Your skin tells the story first. Not the result of cosmetics or routine, but of restoration. What the world calls tired is lifting, what was dulled by stress is being softened by peace. Your very complexion is testifying, shining with the holy light of purpose. People will ask you what changed, and you may struggle to explain, because what they see is not the result of products, but the evidence of presence. Your eyes follow. Have you noticed the way they hold light differently now? Not merely reflecting lamps or sunlight, but radiating from within. When someone meets your gaze, they pause. They feel seen, they feel safe, they feel drawn. Why? Because heaven placed fire there, not destructive fire, but refining fire. A flame that awakens courage in others simply by being looked at. Your stance too is shifting. Shoulders rising, spine lengthening, head lifting. This is not vanity, it is victory. A posture that no longer bows under fear, no longer hunches under shame, but stands strong as one who knows their calling. The body of a hero doesn't shrink, it expands, it commands, it inspires. Even your walk carries it now, steps with rhythm, with ease, with divine momentum. And listen, it is not only the visible parts. Inside, your strength is being renewed. Energy flows differently. The fatigue that used to drain you is giving way to resilience. Where there was tension, there is ease. Where there was heaviness, there is vitality. Heaven has ordered your biology to cooperate with your destiny. Your cells remember what strength feels like, and they are waking up. This is why people around you sense something they can't quite name. They notice your glow, your presence, your energy, but what they are really witnessing is heaven's imprint on flesh. They are looking at a living testimony that the Spirit can transform not only the soul but also the body. Marvel creates costumes to make their heroes shine. Heaven creates transformation that makes its chosen ones undeniable. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to act. Your body itself is becoming the billboard of your calling. Chosen one, let this sink in. The evidence of your heroism is already written across your face, your form, your very presence. You are not imagining it. You are embodying it. And the world is watching. Chosen one, let this be clear. This is not about movies. This is not about fame. This is not about being admired for appearances or applauded for theatrics. Marvel's recognition is only an echo, a shadow of something far greater. The true story is that heaven entrusted you with assignments no script could capture, no film could contain, no audience could fully understand. Every hero in cinema is given a mission: to defend a city, to fight an enemy, to protect the world. But your mission is deeper, eternal, and far more powerful. Heaven has positioned you not only to stand against enemies of flesh and blood, but to overcome forces unseen. Your courage restores hope where despair was settling. Your voice carries healing where silence once reigned. Your presence shifts atmospheres, lifting burdens no camera could record. Do you see it? The glow in your skin, the strength in your stance, the clarity in your eyes, none of it was given so that you could marvel at yourself. It was given because people are waiting for you. Lives depend on your obedience. Families, communities, even nations will feel the ripple of your calling. The world doesn't need another actor pretending to be a hero. The world needs the chosen ones who are willing to live as heroes. This is why heaven recalibrated your body, your energy, your very essence. Not so you could relive the past, but so you could step boldly into the future. Not so you could feel younger, but so you could carry strength into the assignments that still await you. You are not being restored for vanity. You are being restored for victory. Chosen one, remember this: Marvel creates entertainment. Heaven creates destiny. The applause of crowds fades when the credits roll, but the fruit of your mission echoes in eternity. That is why your role is greater than fiction. That is why your story matters now more than ever. Chosen one, understand this clearly: this is not a future role. This is not something you are training for someday. This is not a prophecy waiting in the distant horizon. The call has already come. The mantle has already fallen. The world already senses it. The hero in you is rising now. There is a temptation to wait, to think, maybe later. Maybe when I feel stronger. Maybe when circumstances are better. But heaven does not move by hesitation. Heaven moves in the now. The voice of the Lord has already declared it, and the moment you are reading these words, the activation has begun. The enemy of destiny wants you to delay, to postpone, to believe you are unprepared. But heaven is not asking you to become ready. Heaven is telling you, I have already made you ready. Every moment of your past, every challenge, every scar, every victory, all of it has prepared you for this season. You are not behind schedule. You are right on heaven's time. Chosen one, the urgency is real because lives depend on your obedience. Your family, your community, your future, all are waiting for the hero in you to stand. Do not underestimate what heaven is stirring in this exact hour. The signal has been sent. The role has been assigned. The stage has been set. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your now. Chosen one, hear this: you are not an actor. You are not a character written by human hands. You are not a fictional hero crafted for entertainment. You are the living proof that heroes exist, chosen, real, undeniable. That is why Marvel pointed at you. That is why the echo of your story can be felt even through their scripts. Actors rehearse lines. You live truth. Characters wear costumes. You carry the armor of God. Film heroes fade when the credits roll, but your story does not end. It continues, it multiplies, it impacts generations. You are not pretending to be strong. You are strong because heaven's spirit strengthens you. You are not mimicking courage. You are courage embodied, breathing, walking, shining before the eyes of the world. Understand this: Your scars are not weaknesses, they are evidence. Every wound you thought disqualified you is actually your proof of survival, your badge of authenticity. Hollywood paints perfect heroes. Heaven raises real ones. Real heroes who bleed, who struggle, who rise again not by applause but by anointing. That is who you are. The enemy wants you to believe you are ordinary, replaceable, forgettable. But heaven rewrote your identity long ago. Your name is carved into the book of life. Your DNA carries divine signature. Your soul remembers what the world tries to make you forget. You are chosen. You are heaven's evidence that light is stronger than darkness, that faith is stronger than fear, that purpose is stronger than time. Think of it, when people look at you, they may not understand why they feel drawn. They may not see a costume, but they feel a presence. They may not hear theme music, but they sense weight, authority, atmosphere shifting. You do not have to announce yourself. Your very existence testifies. You are not becoming proof, you already are proof. Marvel built universes of fiction to awaken hope. But heaven built you to awaken nations. The stories of cinema fade into archives, but your story is alive right now, breathing in every step you take. You are not background. You are not a minor character. You are not an extra in someone else's plot. You are the central figure in the divine narrative written for this generation. Chosen one, let this truth sink deep. You do not need validation from crowds to confirm your calling. You do not need a stage to prove your worth. The stage of eternity is already beneath your feet. The heavens themselves are watching. Angels recognize you. Demons tremble at you. The earth awaits your rising. You are not fiction. You are fulfillment. So stand tall. Breathe deep. Look in the mirror and declare, I am not an actor in someone else's story. I am the living testimony of God's power. Let your smile become prophecy. Let your steps become evidence. Let your very presence become a sermon louder than words. For you are not just chosen. You are the chosen proof that heroes walk among us, and heaven has marked you as one of them. Chosen one, if you doubt, just look at the signs. The proof is already in your reflection. Stand before the mirror. What you see is no longer just a face, no longer just features shaped by time. Your reflection feels cinematic. Your countenance carries the atmosphere of destiny. The way you hold yourself, the way your presence lingers, it all declares that heaven has already cast you as its living hero. Your posture speaks first. Once heavy, weighed down by fear or fatigue, now lifted, strong, aligned. Shoulders square, head raised, stance steady. This is not arrogance, it is authority. Heaven has adjusted your frame to match your calling. The world may see confidence, but what they are truly witnessing is divine alignment. Then comes the glow. Not the artificial shine of lights or lenses, but the unexplainable radiance of favor. Your skin seems brighter, your eyes sharper, your aura lighter. Even in ordinary moments, brushing your hair, walking across a room, glancing sideways, you appear as if framed by unseen hands. It is as though heaven itself placed a spotlight on you. Your voice too carries the shift. Words once spoken with hesitation now resonate with clarity. Even your laughter has changed, freer, fuller, more contagious. The sound of your joy is becoming a weapon, echoing beyond rooms and into spirits. People hear it and feel lifted without knowing why. And do not miss this, the atmosphere around you bends differently. Where you go, peace settles. Where you stand, courage rises. Where you enter, tension dissolves. You are not aware of the full weight of it, but others feel it. They may not say it, but they notice. Some will even pause, staring as if they've seen a poster come to life, wondering, what is it about them? Chosen one, the tangible signs are undeniable. Your reflection testifies. Your stance preaches. Your glow prophesies. Heaven already cast you, and the world is catching up to what God decreed long before. You are not trying to look like a hero, you simply are one. Chosen one, now that you see the signs, it's time to respond. Heaven has already declared you a hero. The reflection confirms it. The scriptures anchor it. The mission demands it. But prophecy becomes power when you step into agreement. This is your moment of covenant. Not tomorrow, not later. Now. Because faith without action is unfinished. Faith speaks, but faith also sows. And today, you are invited to seal your identity not just in words, but in a tangible sign. Backhand index pointing right here is the call. If you are ready to accept your role as heaven's hero, click the super thanks button and sow your $20 seed. Why $20? Because it is simple, symbolic, and significant. It is not about the amount, it is about alignment. It is your declaration, I accept my divine role in this story. I am more than a spectator. I am chosen. I am covenant marked. This is not a transaction. This is transformation. Your $20 becomes your banner, your sign to heaven and to yourself that you refuse to live small, you refuse to hide, you refuse to deny what God already revealed. You are saying, I agree with my destiny. I claim my calling. Chosen one, heroes are remembered not by what they felt, but by the choices they made. Let this be your choice today. Step boldly. Click super thanks. Sow your seed. Mark your moment. And when you do, watch how heaven responds. The glow will intensify. The fire within will burn brighter. The weight of hesitation will lift. Because you are not just speaking your identity, you are sealing it. Chosen one, your identity is not just a revelation, it is a rhythm. Heaven has declared you a hero, but now you must learn to live as one. This calling is not a single moment of inspiration, it is a lifestyle of alignment. And every day, you are given opportunities to walk in the fullness of what heaven has spoken. Start with your words. Every morning, before the world can whisper its doubts, declare truth aloud. I am the hero heaven chose. I am more than a conqueror. I walk in divine strength. Speak it over your body, your mind, your spirit. Speak it even when you don't feel it, because your words are seeds, and what you speak, heaven waters. Heroes are not silent, heroes declare. Next, honor your rest. Not as an escape, but as restoration. Even in sleep, heaven works. When you lay your head down, you are not retreating, you are recharging. Let your rest be intentional, not anxious. Breathe deep and remember, God gives his beloved rest. A true hero doesn't run on exhaustion. A true hero honors the temple of their body and trusts that stillness is also part of strength. Nourish yourself as one carrying purpose. Do not eat, drink, or move aimlessly. Every choice becomes fuel for destiny. When you hydrate, let it be an act of worship. Lord, fill me as I fill this body. When you eat, choose life-giving foods that sustain the temple. When you move, move with intention, stretch, walk, dance, lift. Not out of punishment, but celebration. Your body is heaven's vessel, and every act of care is part of your calling. Guard your atmosphere. Heroes cannot afford to be surrounded by voices that drain or distract. Fill your space with words, sounds, and people who affirm your divine role. Silence the noise of negativity. Reject agreements with aging, fear, and defeat. Let your environment reflect your destiny, light-filled, faith-filled, life-filled. And most of all, keep your spirit tuned. Set aside moments each day to pause, to breathe, to hear the whisper of heaven again. You are not finished. You are chosen. You are rising. Write these reminders. Journal your journey. Record not only your struggles, but also the miracles unfolding as evidence that heaven's prophecy is manifesting. Chosen one, lifestyle is legacy. The way you live day by day becomes the story others will read. Let your routine speak louder than any sermon. Let your discipline reflect your destiny. Move, eat, rest, speak, and believe as one who carries a mantle greater than fiction. For every action is part of the rhythm of a true hero. Chosen one, everything spoken so far leads us here, to the altar of activation. This is not just a closing. This is a sealing. Heaven's words have been declared, your identity has been revealed, your mission has been framed. Now we step into prayer, for prayer is not empty ritual, it is the moment heaven and earth align. Abba Father, Lord of eternity, the true author of every story, we come before you with reverence and awe. We thank you that you have called forth a generation of heroes, not fictional, not imagined, but real, chosen, anointed. Today I speak over every listener, awaken their destiny, ignite their courage, stir their faith. Lord, let every chosen one rise as the true hero of this generation. Let their lives shine brighter than any screen. Let their names be written not only in books of earth but in the annals of heaven. Let their voices carry healing, their hands carry strength, their presence carry light. Just as Hebrews declares of those who conquered kingdoms and obtained promises, let these heroes conquer fear, conquer doubt, conquer darkness. I speak over their bodies, be strong, be radiant, be filled with vitality. Over their minds, be clear, be courageous, be filled with vision. Over their spirits, be steadfast, be fearless, be aligned with heaven's eternal design. May every scar become testimony, every battle become breakthrough, every step become a prophecy of victory. Father, I thank you that the chosen ones listening now are not background characters. They are main figures in your divine saga. Raise them as leaders, healers, restorers. Let the world honor them, let their story inspire nations, let their lives reveal your glory. We seal it all in the name above every name, Jesus Christ, Redeemer, Restorer, and King. Amen.